Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
We are back with Noor, Esthetique, and our doctor friend Furhan Qureshi joining us here today from beautiful Sterling, Virginia, where his practice is located. Do I have that right?
Yeah,
I should
correct.
know. I've been there. Yes, great
Been
to
a
see
few
you here,
times.
live on the Zoom, on the podcast again. Pleasure to have you back.
Jilly looking great.
Thanks to you. But no, so are you. So you got a little red today. Wait, what are you doing? What did you do?
Yeah,
See, he's a doctor
so
that partakes in his work as well. He doesn't just work on patients and clients. He's actually a patient himself. Tell us.
exactly. So I'm a patient of my own practice. As we discussed, we recently acquired a bunch of new equipment from the folks at Cartessa, and it's outstanding equipment. And we're promoting our Cool Peel laser, which is really awesome. And you got to meet him too. You also got to experience it.
Yes, I have.
And
So
you're
what did you
looking
do? You did the cool peel, you said. So now hold on.
correct.
All right, so that's the more less invasive one, right? You did the more
Correct.
ablative, the semi-ablative.
I did like the more milder one. So mine's is basically like getting a really good facial by a laser. Except the caveat is that this is more for like collagen boosting, maybe some fine lines, some scar treatment, but more like kind of collagen boosting, smooth texture improvement, more for texture.
Your face looks like it's glowing. It doesn't look too red at all. So
And
did you have, tell me what you did. So how, how invasive or less invasive. So how many days ago did you do the procedure?
we did it last night.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So, oh
My
wow.
esthetician did it on me, yeah, and I used no anesthesia. The only thing I had, like we had our little hose, our little Sub-Z chiller. We had that in my hand, and that's all we did. And she did my whole head, my eyes, my under eyes, my face. It was very red last night. Not today, it's not as red, but tomorrow I think the virus will be gone, and that's it. I'm gonna have nice glowing skin. Now, for you, you had a much more aggressive treatment. We were very aggressive with you, but it looks
I
stunning.
loved it and I can't wait. I know I'm going to come back and do another
I
session, but like,
know.
yeah, my face was peeling. It was a little brown. The
And your hands
only,
look good
the
now.
last sign of this is just the hands. My hands still have a little, as you can see
It'll
here,
go in. It'll
but
go in.
it's still peeling, which is great because it's giving all that new skin. And my face, amazing. I'm so
You look
happy
so good.
until
You look
I
so
got
good.
this zit over here. Besides that, though, the neck, I know, of course, I was turning on,
Look
but it's so hard
beautiful.
to see. It really, I could see it's so much smoother and I love it. I think this is the way to go. And
It is.
right? No,
You,
and next
you,
time,
you
next
had,
time we're gonna do the eyes. You got the special eye thing you said?
so I ordered it. It's
Oh,
actually
I thought
it's back ordered. I'm so upset. Back order. I know. I'm really upset about it. It's back ordered. We talked to the folks at Cartessa. Basically, what we're doing is for the eye, if the client's comfortable, we can do strictly like a cool peel on the eye. So without the shield, we just close them. We can do cool peel on the top eye and the bottom eye, just a cool peel. We use like a little tongue depressor to avoid the lashes and just do these parts. But you're right. I mean, the best thing in the world would be the eye shield because then we can do more aggressive like DECA pulses and more stronger pulses of CO2. But Jill, you look so good.
well, I'm a believer. I don't think I'm going to do anything else anymore. There's no point.
You look
I've
so
done the
good.
less invasive stuff and I know it's good and it's helped, but no, this was like the
This was
best.
an atomic. I mean, this basically we use an atomic bomb on your
Yeah.
face.
And I have like these little bumps on my forehead, like I told you, the dermatologist told me about, and they're smaller. They still could be hit, but it's like I actually saw a difference for the first time, and I'm so
And your eyes and
happy.
your eyes look so good.
My eyes, yeah. Well, actually, I have on. You know what I have on, and I have to text Barbara, his esthetician. I love the tinted. Remember, I was
You
debating.
were you weren't gonna
Tinted
get
sunblock. It
it.
is, I have been wearing it for a week now. It is amazing. It's
Nice.
lightweight, it's great coverage, and it gives you like a little dewy glow. I love it. So I'm
Yeah.
a
And more importantly, even those small lines you were complaining about, they're
they
nearly gone. They're
definitely
much
are getting
gone.
better. Look. But
Really
I've
good.
given up. I'm like, you know what? This needs we need some filler there. Even though people don't really do much filler, I'm gonna try it. When I get a zit in here, it looks so much better. So I think if I get a zit there, it makes it fuller. Why not put filler in it?
Exactly, exactly. No,
But
it looks okay, but no, it looks really, really good. I mean,
oh,
I like
thank you. And so do
it's
you.
so
Seriously. I love the
awesome.
glow. So you are, I mean, really, your office is packed with all new machines and all new technology, and it's exciting to see. I mean, look at you transforming, and you as a, I mean, you haven't been doing this so long, but you've upgraded everything in such a short period of time.
Yeah, we wanted to serve our clients with the appropriate, tools that they need, we finally have the right tool for everybody, and what we're proud about is we're proud that our equipment is safe to use on all skin types. I mean, not a single person can come in and not qualify for treatment anymore. We can do treatments on everybody now, and we're just so pleased with that. And we've been very pleased with the guys at Cartessa. They've been very supportive. If I have any questions, concern within minutes, they answer it. It's just so good to work with those guys, and their technology is great. I mean, we even did a few of the newer facials with their skin wave technology. It's been really good, but we have a lot more fun coming up. I mean, we have our new Pico laser that we demoed yesterday, and it was breathtaking. Um, that we have this one laser called the Discovery laser. So it's like five lasers combined into one. It has IPL capability. It has a Q switch laser in it, and it also has a Pico laser. It has everything in it. It's so fantastic. We are now able to treat even if someone has like a very deep fine line. Actually, we might try it on you next time, actually.
This is what this is still part of Contessa's machine?
Okay, that's correct. Yeah, it's a different one.
Was that the Helix? What was the other one that I saw in your office? It said, I'm trying to remember what it said. You had like three new machines in there.
Yeah. So one of them was when you walk in on the left, it was sitting there. It wasn't assembled yet. That was our Discovery laser. That's when we finally got it assembled. We played with it. It was amazing. Um, it's a little depends on the modes that we do. Like if you met my mom, she has some kind of the jowls. She has very deep wrinkles there, but it obliterated those very deep fine lines. So it's something we can consider. On yours. I mean, yours are much more relaxed now, but it was just done like that laser is capable of doing a lot of things. Like every pigment issue a person has, it can treat it. Particularly tattoo removal. We can now do tattoo removal much more effectively than our competitors.
With that same machine that we used?
Not the one that we use. We
Oh,
use
oh.
yeah, yeah. So the one that was that when you walked in, it was disassembled. It was sitting on the left side. It was just sitting there. We had just gotten it. We didn't actually assemble it yet. Now it's up and running. It's called our Pico Discovery, a Discovery laser. So that has Pico technology in it, like a picosecond. It can shoot energy in a picosecond and dramatically change pigments. So, we can.
So is that good for people who have like freckles on their body? Is this a machine that people could do?
Sure.
Or,
Absolutely. Freckles, melasma especially, something annoying like melasma,
yep.
absolutely. People who have like melasmas, fine lines and wrinkles, especially deeper lines now, it can do a very fine treatment of deeper wrinkles with a more aggressive deep fractionated therapy. It can do that. The but especially its fame is this pigment correction. So those people who have especially like tattoos.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, we should point out all over social, all over TikTok, Noor Esthetique, spelled NoorEsthetiquue. And obviously their social is on fire. By the way, I followed Cartessa Aesthetics just now while you were talking about them, and I got to see your friend. Oh my gosh, she did the video.
Yeah, yeah,
I was there that day.
yeah, and she reshared it. It's going like crazy now. It's gotten so many views. I mean, her results are outstanding, You
Wow.
watch her video?
Yeah, I just was just, well, kind of was up and down looking, but yeah.
You both look so good. I mean, I'm just like blown away, especially you because you had the more aggressive laser. You had a much
Oh
more
yeah, yeah. I finally sent you all the pictures yesterday. It was
all that.
just like amazing from day one to day seven. I got to do the whole transition process, but that's how you get to see everything because it's like looks a little brown, it looks red, then it looks brown, a little flaky. And oh, how is the lady down the hall from you? Is she finally happy with her results? Because she was nervous.
She's
She was red at
happy.
first,
She
right?
was
And
she's
that's part
very
of the
happy.
process. Yeah, beauty
Yeah.
takes work. No pain, no gain, right?
Yeah, no, no. She was upset at me because she's very funny. She's a friend, and her name is Fatima. She's with Faina hair salon, and we actually did a fusion therapy on her. So we did a much less aggressive, similar laser to you, but much less aggressive than yours. Whereas you had the second highest setting we have is what you had because you're brave. You wanted to
No,
low.
but my skin can take it. We're going the
Yeah.
highest next time. I'm telling you,
Are
it's
you serious? No,
yes.
you're so good already. I feel bad. No, you look so
No.
good. But no,
Oh,
her we did like a much milder setting. We did just like our usual like kind of a fusion like 1570 on her like a mild setting. Because she had open pores and she had some kind of some wrinkles developing, especially around her chin. So we did it on her. And she was upset at me because she's very fair skinned. She's from Russia. She's very fair skinned. So, I told her, maybe just red for like up to, 2 or 3 days. Unfortunately, she was red for about 5 days. She was really mad, like, I'm still red. You lie. I have red skin. She was very upset. She was joking about it, but she was red for longer than 3 days. But by the fifth day, it was totally gone. But when I saw her,
and
I
now she's
couldn't.
like, "Oh, Dr. Qureshi, thank you. It's amazing. I want to come again." And
Exactly.
that's the addiction because it
Exactly.
you
It
see
worked.
results.
Yeah, and her pores, she used to have very open pores. All her long-term clients noticed that her pores had suddenly closed because it shrunk them.
Yeah.
And also can help. I would touch her face and it would feel so good. And she also used the aftercare with the last and
Alastin, that's the one I have. Oh,
yeah, that already. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
so wait, hold on. There's, we always talk about a lot of these procedures that are helping, tone our skin, get rid of our fine lines, our dark spots. But what about you also have technology to help people like with like I saw one of your posts like the double chin, right?
Oh
A lot
yeah.
of people have this extra fat here. What do you do for that? That's something
Yeah.
incredible.
That's from Cortesa. That's called the Virtue RF. That's their RF microneedling.
Okay.
They have, in my opinion, probably the best one. The technology, that particular piece of technology came from South Korea, and their South Koreans are extremely advanced at skincare. They're one of the best. With this particular type of RF microneedling, we're able to control every aspect of the microneedling experience. We can control the depth of the needle penetration, the degree of heat that we're releasing, and also even the duration of the heat. And these guys have studied and perfected exactly like they give recommendations to us like, okay, for the forehead, do these do these settings, for the cheek, do these settings. Because the truth is, your skin layers change based on your face. I mean, we're going much more superficially in the forehead versus the cheek. Cheek, we're going deeper. So the parameters they've given us are much more accurate, I guess. They're much more effective, and the technology is so well done. So what we did well, in that girl, her picture, she had what is called deep RF. They've divided their microneedling into three different phases. Exact RF, which is a single tip. I can go after like eye bag festoons, and I can go after people who have like jowls. Yours are much smaller now, but we can go after jowls and individually, take out the jowls if they're kind of more minor. And then they have their what they call smart RF. That's just the routine one we can do on the face and neck. It's like the medium size. Then they have this one head called the deep RF. It's much bigger. It's much more aggressive. This is what actually took down that woman's double chin. It's deeper, has deeper needle and energy penetration. When we put it under the submental area, like under here, it can dramatically reduce the fat there. And in my case, I have a lot of buccal fat too. I'm a big guy, but it reduced mine as well. So, they did it on me, and when we're practicing and here. And the fun part about it is the results right away. We had a client last night. She came in and she actually did the ultimate duo combination. We call it ultimate duo. She did RF microneedling along with the cool peel. So she basically had she was good here, but she had a little bit of fat here. She didn't like it. She would go to her chin would show. So we did her. We were finished, she's all red and she goes, I don't know if it works. Like, how do you know if it works? Do me a favor, pinch your chin. Tell me what you feel. She pinched it, goes, oh my God, it's gone already. I'm like, yeah, it's gone already. Just at the end of the session, it's already gone. And in fact, she is going to tighten over the next few days because there's still swelling from the needles. So when that swelling calms down from the inflammation, it'll all become tighter and perfect and really good. Um, and yeah, she was very pleased, and yeah, we're able to target it. The same deep head we can do on the body. We can take out looser, maybe love handles. We can target those. We can
Wow.
target like stretch marks. People have stretch marks.
Hmm.
I don't know if you have any.
No,
Actually,
I
you
have
don't.
no stretch marks. I'm very lucky about that because I had
Yeah.
serious bloating issues my whole life. My stomach's used to stretching. So I don't have any of that. What I do have, which you know what, this is a good question. I have and maybe some people do as well. There's scars basically. What happened was I had flat warts all over like my legs as I was a child, and I didn't know that till I got older. So I went to the dermatologist and they burnt all the flat warts with like I call it burnt, but it's that the
Probably.
freezy stuff. They freeze dry, right? So
Yeah.
they have all white like spots on my legs. Now that's like a scar, I would assume. I wonder, is that something that any of these new lasers, like from Cartessa, could that like kind of like on your hand, same concept? Will it get rid of something like that type of a scar?
Yeah, so that's a good. If it's a keloid, they don't want us to touch keloids. But it's like a big old keloid
And what is
lichens.
a keloid? See, I don't know what that even is.
Keloid. Okay, so essentially, like anyone can get those, but it's more common in black population. But anybody can get it. Suppose you had a really ugly fall. Either your
Uh,
skin, tore open and now it's healing. Sometimes the way the scar develops,
yeah.
it's like a very thick, meaty kind of scar. It's a very thick. It's just like this. It's like a big old like a meaty kind of lesion that's there. It looks like a caterpillar, like a big old caterpillar, like earthworm, a huge engorged or earthworm sitting on your skin. Those are those are
Mm.
problematic. I mean, people hate them. They're not visually pleasing. There's no easy way to fix that. In the old days, the surgeon would say, "Okay, I'm just gonna cut it off, bring your skin together, resuture it." But then they found that if you cut it, it can regrow and be more aggressive. So, how do you fix it? We've had pretty good results with our plexer for that one.
Hmm.
The ablative mode on a plexor device, and I took out my brother. My brother had shoulder surgery, so he had a big old like keloid here. We were able to take it off with that and reduce that. The scars that you're describing don't sound like keloid scars. Keloid scars are like big.
Got it.
They add they're additive. They add like
But these lasers are full body lasers, right? So you could treat
oh
if
yeah,
someone has serious pigmentation on their arms, their stomach, anywhere. This is
correct.
fascinating. You can fix the texture of your skin and the look of the skin. It's amazing.
We could do all those things. Exactly. So case in point, Barbara had she when she was a kid, she suffered a little like kind of scar here, like a it wasn't a keloid, but it was more like a little bump she had. It wasn't like a keloid. She was embarrassed by it. Our discovery laser actually using the deep fracturing setting and just took it out right away. So yeah, it was remarkable. I mean, it has so much capability, and we have so much to learn about it. We have formal training on it later this month, but it's a very exciting device. I mean, it's very heavy. It's about I think it's like 300 to 400 pounds
Wow.
actually. So to move it, it has wheels, but you really need two people to kind of move it around the rooms. But we have it. We're proud of it. It does a lot of great work. And it takes care of like spots really well, especially like dark melasma type spots. It takes care of those really well.
Well,
Um,
let me ask you this. Summer's here, right? And now you got a lot of people out there putting their bodies in the sun, whether they want to or not. It just happens because I know we know sunblock is hugely important. But what happens during the summer months? Are we still able to get these types of treatments? Obviously, I'm sure you're going to recommend keep your body out of the sun. But tell me how that works now with the summer season approaching us and how that affects people who want to come in for these type of treatments.
They can still do it. The caveat is just first of all, just be honest. Tell us if you're in the sun so we can assess you. If there's active sunburn, the answer is no. We're not gonna do laser
Yes.
on you. If I see active sunburn, this happened to us a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Our influencer clients came. She was gonna do a cool peel, and I was like, "Why are you red? Are you shy?" And she goes, "No, I was at the beach." I'm like, "Okay, let me see your face." And yeah, she was warm, red, and tender. Like, this is a sunburn. We can't do it. We held off on that one. but the you can still get these things done. We just want to know about it. We want you to at least try to avoid, like, one thing we tell people, if you're going to be in the summer, kind of beach, that summer heat, wear like women, wear a big hat, wear a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Or
That's
if
what
you
I'd
go to
say.
the beach, go to the beach, but don't just tan naked, don't tan like that, like try to have like a hammock or like one of those canopy, those
Mm-hmm.
umbrellas, just sit under that under the shade. You can still be there, just sit under a shade, just block that aggressive sun as much as you can. And we can still laser people. With cool peel, we're comfortable doing it as long as there's no sunburn and we're short and skin looking good. We can do it. Just tell them to please be careful for the next 3 to 5 days and just be careful. And yeah, we can do treatments on anybody. Um, Even a pico laser. I mean, as long as they're not like a sunburn, we can do pico on them to treat their pigments, treat their either the active acne or whatever, active acne, tattoos, all those things. We just don't want to see that anti sunburn in these cases.
All right. Well, is there anything we should be aware of? I mean, is there any summer type promotions coming up? I mean, I also have to let you know there's some great Google reviews on your website, which I hope people take a look at. Don't forget nooresthetique.com. Just one in particular remark, Woodbury wrote recently that professional yet relatable. Absolutely recommend Dr. Qureshi. I rarely ever leave a second review on any business, but every time I meet with this doctor, I feel like I'm sitting with an old friend who has my best interest at heart, which is so true. Benoit says, great service, friendly staff, will definitely recommend. Nomon says, Barbara was amazing. She did a great job on my face. So again, men and women are coming to you and so excited to look. This here's Evangelina who said she had a skin treatment a month ago. She's still glowing and she's excited that the doctor explained everything in full detail, which makes her feel secure and likes how you treat the skin, not only for immediate results, but for the long lasting effects. So it's also important to see what people are saying and why people are traveling to see him. So, yeah, there's a lot that you do, and we're so honored to have you here. What else in our last few minutes did you want to make sure people are aware of about your services?
Well, I just want to know that Jill is a great client. You look so good now.
Thank you. So I've seen him twice for those new time listeners. Originally, we did the plexer, we did something else in the beginning, but now we moved on to the more invasive treatment, which I love. I mean, my hands, I'm so excited because one of the first signs of aging, right? It's a woman's hands. Didn't
Yeah,
you tell me that?
yeah.
And you get those dark brown spots, it just happens, right? So we used plexer the first time, and this time when you use the Deca, it was just, it's even more invasive and it's still red. But I'm telling you, you could tell it's going to look like baby butt skin. And people are going to say, Chili, you look like you're 30 because your hands look good.
Yeah,
No, but
you get all those Hollywood calls, even the movies.
yes. But then I'm looking at him like, well, why don't we just do the whole arms, the whole body? Like this is fascinating to regenerate your whole skin. My goodness. It's right? But why don't we do the whole body? I mean, we can. It's just like to feel better. It's just, it's beautiful. And I know people are just raving about you. Gosh, I
I,
keep reading more reviews.
I
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
coming in. I mean, our name is finally out there. I mean, the guys at Cartesa, they came at the right moment. We were doing okay with our last company, but we weren't flourishing. And now with this partnership with Cartesa, we are flourishing. I mean, we're getting a lot of people coming in. We have a lot of people from all over kind of reaching out to us to see us, and it's just been so outstanding. We're so pleased. But
Yeah. And your social media is booming. Check out their pages and book a virtual consultation with you, right? We could do that just by going to the website today.
yeah, they can do that. Definitely, that's one option. Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to meet us and do all that. And yeah, we're just so happy. We also have a new laser hair removal device, which we're excited about. The Modus, it's so cool.
Cool.
It's like a cool tip. People actually complain of feeling cold instead of hot, which is
Really?
yeah. I don't know if you've ever had experienced it, but
Yeah, I've done full laser removal for my legs, and now they grows in very, very rarely. My armpits haven't grown in years, and then the bikini area I did, and I had a retouch on that. But it's like the worst pain is the bikini when they're yeah, right. But
um,
now you're telling me it's cold. The hot shock pain down there is like, ugh. The cold would probably feel better.
Yeah,
It's amazing what they're coming up with. This is
yeah.
fascinating.
No, it's like that thing is like a Ferrari of laser hair removal.
Mm-hmm.
And it does a lot. I mean, it has different laser heads in it. It has like a YAG, has other kind of lasers built into that one. It can even do like vascular corrections. If you're a lady who has a bunch of, or man, whoever, if you have a bunch of like those kind of spider
Spider
veins,
veins. Yep.
kind of things, it can obliterate that painlessly. But the laser removal was impressive. It was so easy. You just kind of go like this, 40 seconds aside, and the whole area is done. And we actually we will guarantee our results. We'll guarantee our results because we're very confident in it. And if in a year the same area grew back that we promised was not, we will treat it.
That's what we love about you. Nice friend. Like you could see here just by talking to him. He's just got this way about him. Everybody is talking about it on the reviews too. You are everyone's friend. And you are so informative, so knowledgeable, so caring, so kind. And it's very hard to find doctors like this. I think a lot of you can relate to this. So once you find someone who's so amazing, you stick with them. And I don't care if you live in California, you come and see him because it's worth the commute. Or you live in New York, you come see him. No, like I do. But it's true. Really, one of the DMV's finest med spas, and they're growing, they're expanding, and there's so much that they offer. Let alone you also have your injector, Dr. G, and she, a lot with the Botox and fillers. I mean, there's something for everyone. Then you have plasma treatments. I mean, everything. Hormone replacement therapy, even. We don't have enough time to talk about it, but there's so much, and it's exciting. And I know you are so passionate about your clients, and they become family, they become friends to you. And
Yeah,
well, thank you. It's
we followed them. We followed them, make sure they're okay. I mean, like on social media, if I did something like, hey, if I did her cheeks are looking great, and she's like, oh my God, they are. Like we lasered them. We're like, yeah, you're coming out nicely. But they like that we check in on them like that, and
yeah.
they like that.
See, he makes us feel special, which is amazing. And he is special too. Dr. Q, tell us how we can reach out to you all, please.
Phone number is great, 703-996-4377. Number again is 703-996-4377. Or you could go to our social media. It's Noor Esthetique WC. So NOORESTHETIQUEWC. And then our website is www.nooresthetique.com. That's NOORESTHETIQUE.com. And we look forward to seeing y'all.
Awesome. Definitely. Absolutely. Thank you again for everything. Great seeing you. Good luck with that glow as it continues to heal. But your face looks good. To you, you feel red. To me, it looks glowy. So,
No, it's still it's just a sun. It's like a
see,
sunburn.
and he's a man who he does it, and he also, he physically does it with his hands. He'll do the laser treatments, but then he'll get it on himself. So he's not afraid of anything. I love it. I love it. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Send my best to everyone at the office, and I'll see you soon. And thank you again for being here again. Noor Esthetique, guys. Google, follow all over social media, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com, or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.